Hey everybody, long time no talk. In today's video lecture, we're going to go over campus resources and technology, two things that you should be aware of as you progress through college. You need to know what different things are available to you, not only in terms of helping you out, but also in terms of getting the most out of education. And you need to know how to use the basic Microsoft Office technology. Through your time in K-12, you probably used Google, Google Docs, and all of the Google software. That's because it's free, so the public schools love to use it. Makes sense. Unfortunately, for many of you, the business world and the college world still uses Microsoft, so you will have to become familiar with that, but it won't be that hard. So let's get started. I'm in our Blackboard shell here, as you can see. Actually, zoom in a little bit on this. And we'll start with the first thing you're supposed to do in every unit. Read Unit 2, Assignment 2, which is this. This part of the unit focuses on identifying student resources at the college and being able to effectively use the Microsoft Office technology that is available free to students. I emphasize free because Microsoft Office can be ridiculously expensive. So if you worry about that at all, don't, because you get it free as part of your student fees and whatnot. So part one, you're going to need to create a Microsoft Word document that lists 3 student services that are described in this week's Student Services video lecture, what you're listening to right now. And you're going to provide a 1-paragraph summary of each service. I want it to be in font size 12, Times New Roman, double spaced. I'm an English professor. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but that is, I know for a fact, because that's what I require my students to submit all of their writing in, is font size 12, Times New Roman, double spaced. That is MLA format, which you'll learn about in English classes, but that is the standard go-to. So you're not doing size 14 or 16 or Comic Sans font or any of that craziness. Font size 12, Times New Roman, double space. You're going to save that Word document to your OneDrive and upload it to Blackboard as a .docx file. Part two, you're going to create a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. You're going to list all of the other student services, not including the 3 you wrote on above. There are 17 student services. You're going to write on 3 in a Microsoft Word document. The remaining 14, did the math right, are going to be listed in an Excel sheet. Simple like this. List the service, list the location where it is found on the Middlesex campus, or the contact person, or the email. As I went through the different sites, I was disappointed that not all of them seem to have a clear location where they can be found. So if you don't find the location of the building, you can include the email address that is listed there for you to contact, and or you can put the names of the people whom you should contact. Just proof that you not only know the service but know how to get in touch with them. And that's it. So you're going to have 14 entries there. And then you're going to send me a chat on Microsoft Teams, just something to say hello. If you want to say something really nice and sweet and write a poem or something, go ahead. But hello is fine. And you can see the points. All right, so that's the assignment. I know you can read that, so go through and read that on your own again. Here's how you're going to do it. So the first part is you need to identify the campus resources. I have a direct link here to MXCC campus resources. I'm going to show you the long way to get to that, even though you are probably just going to use this, and I recommend just using this. So if I go up here and I go to ctstate.edu, this brings us to our main CT State page. No matter where your home campus is, we're all part of CT State. You're taking this class technically at the Middlesex campus, even though you're online. Hey, that's Professor Brian. He works for us. Anyway, once you're on this page, you go to campuses, and you can scroll down to find your own home campus. I'm going to pick Middlesex. That's where I work. That's where you are right now, virtually. Gives you a little information. And then to get to Middlesex's main page, you go to Visit Full Campus Website. So it's, 3 clicks or so. Or you could click on MXCC Campus Resources, and you're at the same darn page, different picture right now. All right, once you're here, you're going to go over to Quick Links. You're going to click on it and quickly find a department. These are the 17 resources that I want listed in your Excel sheet and in your Word document. Remember, you're choosing 3 and writing a little summary of them, and the other 14 you're listing. Let me make sure I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 was Technology Center. 16, 17. 17, I got it right. Now, this website changes way more than it should. Um, I'm recording this July 2nd, 2024. Some of these things might disappear, or links might not work, or God knows what could happen tomorrow, in a week, a month, whatever. I'll try to update this as frequently as I can, but honestly, if things have disappeared, don't worry about that. Just write it in the sheet, in the Excel sheet or whatever. I think I already found a link that didn't work the other day, so that's fine. If a link doesn't work, just let me know. But go through each of these. So there's 17. You're going to list them. You're going to write the contact or location or whatever in your Excel sheet, and 3 of them you're going to choose to actually write about. All right, so far so good. I'm not going to waste your time clicking on each of these and reading them out loud to you. That's your assignment. Click through, know the resources. All right, back to Blackboard. Now, don't let this confuse you. There's a link here that says CT State Campus Resources link. This is because many of you might not be Middlesex campus students, so it's a link on how to get to your home campus resources, or overall campus resources. So these are things that are available at different campuses. Middlesex doesn't have some of them, but you can see what is available throughout CT State. So use that if you want. I mean, if you're somewhere else, you want to see what else is available. I think that's a great thing to use. And remember, when I went the long way, ctstate.edu, and I went to campuses, this is how I found Middlesex, main one. Oop, I keep clicking. You can go and find your individual campus too if you're not Middlesex. All right, that, I believe, is all you need to know for the first part of the assignment. Second part is how to actually access Word and Excel and Teams. So I'm going to go, let's see if it's already got me logged in. myctstate.edu, where you go to log into Blackboard, logged me in automatically. And I'm going to scroll down until I find college email. Yours might be somewhere else in one of these boxes. And I'm going to click Office 365 email. Hopefully you're familiar with getting into your email. I assume you are by now. And once you're here, if you go up into the top left and click on these 9 little dots, it will bring up different apps that are available to you. These are the Microsoft Office apps. I'm not sure what the default is because I think I picked most of these to be here. So you can always click on more apps, and there are way more than I know how to work. I haven't used most of these. I maybe in different subjects you might end up using some other ones. Like there might be some video software and different cool things that I haven't played around with. The main ones you're going to need are Microsoft Teams. This allows you to go in and chat with anyone. It's like a live chat. So you'd go in and click around. You can chat, and you type in the name of who you want to chat with. So I typed in my own name, and you can type a message. I wonder what happens if I type to myself. Hi, Adam. This is great. I'm waiting for it to pop up on the other end. Anyway, that's all I need to see from you. Something in here for Teams. So chat, go up here. This is also, if you end up having meetings with professors, there's going to be 2 options to use, either WebEx or Teams. Most professors use Teams. So for example, if this is an online class, we'll never see each other face to face. I don't hold office hours virtually regularly online, but I'm happy to meet with you. So we would go into here and we would start a chat, and there would be a little, let's see if it's up here. Nah, it's because I'm chatting with myself. We'd go up here and there'd be a link to call, and then we could, have a live video virtual chat. So get familiar with Teams. For this, all you've got to do is know how to get in and send a message. Close that. Then there's Microsoft Word. This is for, again, many of you, the equivalent of Google Docs. Go into Microsoft Word, click blank document, and you've got your blank Word document. I want to change this to Times New Roman. I want it to be font size 12, which it is. And strike through alignment, play around with all these different things. I actually don't like Word Online. I think it's harder to navigate. I'm used to Word downloaded on my computer where I've got all of the regular toolbar items that I know how to use. It is shorter, smaller, and honestly harder for me to use on this. Good thing. Oh, here's okay. So I did layout. Here's line spacing, spacing before, spacing after, line numbers, line spacing. Maybe not. References, insert. Sorry, I obviously don't use Word Online. Where the heck? Oh, spacing. Is that should be it? Space? No, no. Wow, this is embarrassing. I want to find. Oh, okay. Way over here, line spacing. There's 3 dots, and you want to go line spacing 2, and that makes it double spaced. Somehow I changed this to a posto, so now I'm back to size 12. Font size 12 times New Roman. I don't know what I did with heading. I want that normal. Geez, it keeps changing this. So, as you can see, even I, who am an expert with Word, at least the downloaded version, have to play around and click with it. That's what you got to do sometimes. If you're not familiar with something, a part of technology, click around. You're not going to mess anything up. But for this assignment, I showed you the Times New Roman, size 12, and way over here is the line spacing, and 2 is double. So, Service 1, financial aid, summary equals blah 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 blah. Service 2, whatever, summary equals da 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 da. And you're going to do this for the 3 services. Then you want to go to File, you want to Save As, and if you go to Save As, it should automatically come up, at least for mine, as documents, which is connected to my OneDrive. So that will save it to OneDrive so I can access it from any computer. That's good to do whenever you're doing work so that you can access it at home, you can access it at school, you never lose it. The other thing you want to make sure you know how to do is, File, Save As, and download a copy. Download a copy. This will download it to, mine is titled document 3 since I didn't actually title it. It'll save it to your actual computer. Here it is, document 3. There's my screensaver with or desktop with me with a monkey on my head. And now that I open it up because I have Word downloaded, here's my document, and this is what I'm going to use to submit. So I would go back here to our Blackboard shell, Dropbox 2.2 Word document, click on that, upload files, browse local files, and I would find, what was that called? Document 3. And I'd upload it. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what will happen if I do it from my end. So let's cancel and go back. All right, we've gone over Teams. You know how to do that now. We've gone over Microsoft Office. You know how to do that. Last thing in Microsoft Office, in Microsoft 365, we're going back here, that I want you to know is Excel. And Excel, I'm not sure what the equivalent of this is in Google Docs. PowerPoint is another good one. You will have to make a PowerPoint later in the semester. This is the equivalent of Google Slides, so you're going to do PowerPoint for that. But Excel is our spreadsheet, and you're going to have 2 categories. Let me check to make sure what they were. One is the service. Let's make this a little wider. Let's try to make this a little wider. There we go. Service and location, contact, etc. Let's make that a little wider. I'm anal, so I like when things are centered. I'm going to center it. Boom. And here's my Excel sheet, and you're just going to list the remaining services and the contact. Same thing for file, save as. Save a copy. I'm going to download it to my computer. Download a copy. I'm going to download to my computer. Save a copy. We'll save it to my OneDrive so I can access it anywhere. And then after you got that done, you're going to go to Dropbox 2.2 Excel and do the same thing. Upload that there. So that is how you're going to access the campus resources for Middlesex, MXCC Campus Resources. How you're going to access the campus technology from your email 9 dots. Here's the apps. If you don't see them right there, go to more apps. And then you've got Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you're free to play around with. As I said, I use Microsoft Office that I downloaded onto my computer. I got it free. I didn't pay for it because I got it from the school. That means there is a way to download it onto your computer, which I recommend. It's just easier to use. And again, you get it free, so you don't have to use the web version. I'm not sure how to do that anymore. I tried to do it before this video, and because I've already downloaded it on my computer, it wouldn't let me access it. It wouldn't let me see how to do it. So if you want to do that, let's go to resources. Guess which resource is going to be great for you to use? Spoiler, it's Technology Center. Go here. We have students who work there who this is all the stuff they can do. Loan you laptop, software installation, tune up a PC. I had a messed up computer once, and I brought it there, and they fixed it up for me, all free. It was fantastic. If you have any technology questions, get in touch. Either go here in person, or again, here's the ways to get in touch with them. So highly recommend that. And like I said, I do recommend downloading the actual hard versions of Microsoft Office. Last thing I'm going to say is, for those of you who do use Google Docs, Google Slides, and all that, you can't share things with Google Docs onto Blackboard. I require things uploaded as Word documents or Excel sheets. Even the other assignments you've had already required you to save things as Word documents. That's going to be normal. For my students, I don't care if you type them up in Google Docs. If you're familiar with that, that's fine. And I know, even though I've never used Google Docs, I know when you go save as, there's an option for Microsoft Word document. So if you're familiar with Google Docs and you like that, I still think you should get habituated with Office, but use Google Docs and just make sure you save as a Word document. Even if you're on a Mac, I am 99% sure you can save as a Word document. So again, some of this you hopefully have already figured out by now, saving as a Word document, because even your very first assignment, Dropbox 1.1, you had to upload as a Word document. So if you've been using Google Docs to do that, fine, cool. If that works for you, great. But you should know how to use Microsoft Office. It's part of the campus technology. And that was my goal, to show you how to use it. All right, I think that covers it. Let's double check. I've got you situated with all of the parts of assignment 2. Easy 100 points for just going through the stuff. Follow along with the video. And that's it. All right. Cheers.